Saranam Gacchami Dhammam Saranam Gacchami Sangham Saranam Gacchami Buddham Saranam Gacchami Dhammam Saranam Gacchami Sangham Saranam Gacchami Buddham Saranam Gacchami Dhammam Saranam Gacchami Sangham Saranam Gacchami Buddham Saranam Gacchami Dhammam Saranam Gacchami Sangham Saranam Gacchami Buddham Saranam Gacchami Dhammam Saranam.
I go for refuge in the Buddha, the Dharma, the Sangha. By my accumulations of practice of giving and so forth, may I become a Buddha to benefit all sentient beings. I go for refuge until I'm enlightened to the Buddha, the Dharma, the Sangha. By my accumulation of practice of giving and so forth, may I become a Buddha to benefit all sentient beings. I go for refuge until I'm enlightened to the Buddha, the Dharma, the Sangha. By my accumulation of practice of giving and so forth, may I become a Buddha to benefit all sentient beings. Sanje joda soge chonamla chanjo bado dane gyasu dage jinzo gebe sonamge dola benje sanje rubaresh Sanje joda soge chonamla chanjo bado dane gyasu dage jinzo gebe sonamge dola benje sanje rubaresh Sanje joda soge chonamla chanjo bado dane gyasu Dage jinso gebe sonamge dwala penje sanje rubaresho Om ye dharama hetu prabhavam hetum de tam data gato hevatat desham chayo nirodha Evam vati mahashramanaye svaha Om ye dharma hetu prabhavam hetum desham dathagato hyavatat desham chayo nirodha Evam vati mahashramanaye svaha Om ye dharma hetum desham dathagato hyavatat desham chayo nirodha Evam vati mahashramanaye svaha. All phenomena arise from causes. The causes are taught by the Tathagata, cessation causes as well as taught by the Gracia. Tiyatha Om Gate Gate Paragate Parasamgate Bodhiswaha Tiyatha Om Gate Gate Paragate Parasamgate Bodhiswaha Tiyatha Om Gate Gate Paragate Parasamgate Bodhiswaha. Okay. Okay, the first thing that I'd like to share with you is that in this text, do you remember somewhere it says 8 mundane concerns? You remember? 8 mundane concerns. You remember? We read somewhere. Would you mind identifying that where you remember having read it? Page 36. Page 36. Okay, Taruna, would you mind repeat the reading? Would you mind reading it for all of us?
May all this remain undefiled by the stains of the 8 mundane persons, and may I, recognizing all things as illusions, devoid of clinging, be released from bondage.
Okay, thank you. So 8 verses of mind training. 8 verses for training the mind. And in fact, His Holiness the Dalai has a commentary on this. The title of which is commentary is not the thin book. I think Snowline publication. The title which is Transforming the Mind. Transforming the Mind. This is the title. The commentary is there by His Holiness. And the verse number 8, page 36, it reads, may all these remain undefiled by the stains of the 8 mundane concerns. So what are the 8 mundane concerns? This is something which is very important. We are talking about the emptiness, bodhicitta and so forth. And yet we see that we are somehow we see that the reality that we live in, we see there's so much pain in different forms, where you are creating pain on others and you have the pain. Some of the people create pain on us and you feel the pain. And then not necessarily people creating that because of the situation, so much love and affection, then something happens, then you feel so much of pain. So there are so many versions of pains are there. So oftentimes we see that these pains somehow directly, indirectly, or depending on the degrees, we see that they are somehow related with the 8 mundane concerns, or oftentimes referred to as the 8 worldly concerns. 8 worldly concerns, 8 mundane concerns, same. It's a matter of the translation. Tibetan is Jigten Chuge. Jigten Chuge. Okay, the point is that we suffer because of these 8. Okay, let us just go one by one and see how true that is. How true that is. And somehow all our sufferings somehow related directly, indirectly, depending on intensity. In some cases it can be like 10%, 2%, 80%, 90%. Okay, the first, let's enumerate what they are. Same. Finding joy over material gains and sadness over the material loss. Okay, first let's say gain and loss. Material gain and loss. In pair. A total of 4 pairs, making 8. 4 into 2. Gain and loss. Number 1. gain and loss. Number 2, fame and depreciation. Fame and depreciation. Number 2, set 2. Then the pleasant, unpleasant words. Pleasant and unpleasant words. And finally, happiness and unhappiness. Okay. In all these, the 4 sets of pairs, we see that the one is high and one is low. You getting it? Say gain and loss, fame and depreciation. Depreciation means somebody insulting you, somebody criticizing you, somebody defaming you. And then the other one is pleasant and unpleasant words. And finally, happiness and suffering, unhappiness or suffering. So we see that the 2 sides, they are these 8 mundane concerns is nothing but the 4 pairs, set of 4 pairs or 4 sets of pairs, and each of them we see some extremes there. Okay, first we see that in all these, this is how we have to present. Don't just say fame. This is for us to remember them easily. Material gain and loss, pleasant, unpleasant words, fame and defamation, and then the happiness and suffering. This is how we remember it easily, but actually we're putting it as like, say, finding joy, feeling excitement over material gains, and feeling loss and feeling pain over material loss. You're getting it? So, gain can happen, loss can happen, but some people are easily affected, some are not affected. So if you're not affected, this is not mundane concerns. This is where you transcend. This is transcendental. It's super-mundane. Whereas you are affected, this is when you feel weak. You are vulnerable. We are vulnerable. We are weak. Say, when this material gain, for example, like somebody presents you with a, say, birthday presents, a big present, like, in some cases like mobiles, in some cases laptops, in some cases even cars, in some cases house. Then you feel so excited. You just feel like crying, right? Excitement over the material gain. And then they say you lose something, then it's as though the whole world is shattered. You feel so lost, down. Material loss, mentally you feel so down. You cannot come out of this at all. Right? So these 2 are the mundane concerns with respect to the material things. So where you gain something is fine, okay. We think that this is the gain, although it seems like a pleasant surprise of big, huge, massive present for me, like the mobile or what, laptop, iPad, or cars, a house, and so forth, is the pleasant surprise. But even that is because of is a result of a positive karma which I accumulated in the past, and the kindness of this person who made the contribution. I'm grateful to you, and I'm happy that I did something good in the past karma. Now I have to accumulate more karma in this life by generosity. I give more to people who deserve. Right? This should be like inspiration for you to engage in virtues more, rather than feeling so excited. Okay, how many of you have seen people, who win the Wimbledon badminton? So what is the expression like when they win? Crying, screaming. Right? That is mundane concern. You're getting it? And then next time, a younger one again comes up, you lose, you're deflated. It's all like everything is gone, it's hopeless. I would say, in a way, that this is amazing. The one person I really appreciate, I don't know to what extent his spiritual thing, but Mike Tyson, I really appreciate him. He lost, he's like a world champion. He's a really world champion. At his peak, he's champion. He hit you, knocked down. Right? finish, no chance. So spectators, they come for just 3, 4, 5 seconds, so you pay a lot of money, and then finish, right? That was his peak. And finally, with age, he was defeated. He was defeated. Okay, when he was at the peak, there's so much anger there at the peak. But maybe this is a kind of deliberate training to make the other person feel down, right? The opponent feel weak, maybe. But there's anger there. But then, overall speaking, it's amazing. He was defeated. He was lost. He's down. No. Okay, I'm defeated. Finish. Right? This is amazing. So, what I'm saying is that the mundane concerns, just see when, say, material gains happen, okay, say, control your emotions. Whether excited, not excited, you will not lose the material gains. You're getting it? It's with you. So with excitement, it will not really increase. With feeling low, it will not decrease. It is with you, right? And meanwhile, make it productive, more meaningful. How? Thinking that, one, believe it or not, all good things that we experience are the blessings of the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. I will share you one anecdote. Right? How the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, you may know, I put effort. I worked hard, right? For example, Lena Company, right? Lena Company, this young girl started the Lena Company, which is Pashmina shawl. She's amazing. She and her friend, 2 of them, is amazing. So, Lena Company is amazing, great success, right? I worked on this, but she will not say like this. She's very different. There's always blessings of the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. I'll give you a simple example, right? And many of us may not, oh, what is this? I don't really understand that. Of course, it's not that easy to understand it. I'll share an anecdote. It's a very beautiful anecdote. There was a gentleman who I know so well, and he was from a very humble family, extremely humble family, in a very remote village. And he has a huge family. His father and several brothers, several uncles and several aunts together in one family, very poor family. Somehow he lives on integrity. He's amazing. He lives on integrity. No matter how difficult your livelihood is, there's integrity. No telling lies, no corruption. What do you do? Very clean, right? No bad means of getting money. He's amazing. Somehow he got a good job. Suddenly. Not really, greatly educated, but somehow he got a good job. And then gradually he became the boss of the village. Boss of the village, government promotion. He became the boss of the, we call it, like a district tehsildar. What is district tehsildar like? A tehsil, yeah, head of the small community. And of course his salary is better than other people. And his uncle, of course, he was from very poor family background. And later he who rose to the position, and his uncle having all these imprints of poverty from the past, very poor, so spending so less. So his uncle was riding a bike. Is there anybody who knows the lunar bike? Lunar bike. Okay. Yes, 2, 1, lunar bike. No, you 1, 2. So it's a very small bike. It's a very cheap bike where you put petrol. It works on petrol. It's not like bicycle. And this uncle, one of his uncles, was, and every day his uncle has to put the what? Petroleum. Petrol. And petrol, he put petrol for 2 rupees. 2 rupees petrol means like the what? 20, 30 mm, right? Very small. Finish whole day. This petrol. And the nephew, who now rose to this position, he came to know about it. And this nephew knows that his uncle would be, even if he pays, nephew pays, his uncle will be very unhappy because you are spending a lot of money. So what the nephew does is that because he's the boss of the community, so he went to the petrol pump, and he met the petrol pump boss, told him, give the instruction that when my uncle comes, he asks for petrol, you fill his petrol tank full, and you ask him how much so should I fill, right? And he will say, for 2 rupees. Take 2 rupees and fill full, right? And whatever amount you have to pay, keep it as a bill separate to be given to me without his knowledge, right? So the uncle goes there. Oh, petrol. How much petrol? For 2 rupees. He gives 2 rupees, he got full tank. He got full tank. Okay, maybe mistaken, or whatever, okay. And again, after now, this full tank is good for him for like 3, 4, 5 days. Then after 5 days, he goes there, petrol. For how much? For 2 rupees. Again, full tank, right? And he did not know that this is the blessing of his nephew. He thought that some magic is happening, right? Actually, it's not magic. It's the blessing of the nephew, who deliberately make it confidential that the uncle doesn't know, yet he gets a benefit. You getting it? We get a benefit. Our efforts are there, but the Buddha's and Bodhisattva's blessings are always there, right? And we think that it is our effort. Yes, it is our effort combined with the Buddha's and Bodhisattva's blessings. Example given is that the God of the rain showers rain at all places. Where there's a seed, crops germinate. You getting it? So for the germination of the crops, it's not that, oh, I germinate because I have the seed. No, what is required? Right? What is required? So the seed is from your side, but the water is from the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. So I keep in mind that these are real anecdotes. So with this you apply this and then see if your nephew can do this much. Buddhas and Bodhisattvas have much more power. Yet how they do is did in such the way that you are unaware of. And you think that you are doing is your effort. Yes, your effort. Your effort plus the blessings of Buddha combined together. So having said this, when you gain something materially or name, position and so forth, instead of getting so excited, right? Just think that okay, it's good. So this is because of the ripening of the karma of my past, karma which I did in the past, number one, and also the rain shower, not only the seed. Also rain shower the Buddhas Bodhisattvas, and then with this, and also the people who are involved, immediately people who are involved in making this happen. For example, we see interdependency from the politicians. They think that they're everything. Today in the world of democracy, politicians, they think that we are the ultimate. But how they rose to that position is because the election, because of votes cast by the people, right? People. In absence of the people, you cannot go there. Right? So we see that we are all interdependent. So knowing this, instead of becoming excited, you feel that it's the result of the karma which I accumulated in the past. For example, let's say, I personally would say that of the food that we get, the food overall is so good. Everything in the food here, Thosamling is so amazing. Full of blessings from Thosamling is amazing, right? Particularly the bread is amazing. So the tea time, Dogala and Sherry Pema, two of them, brought the tea with the cookies. I said, take away the cookies, leave the bread here, right? So I gave the cookies to two of them, right? Leave the bread there. Okay. So even this bread, there are people who make this. we feel grateful to them. And because of Thosamling, we feel grateful to them. And who's holding Thosamling? Venerable Samula, Venerable Tenzin, they're holding Thosamling. We're grateful to them that I'm having this bread. I'm paying it. Yes, in Delhi I can pay, but I don't get the bread. It's only in Thosamling, right? So what I'm saying is that this is how we feel grateful to the good things that you get, like the material gains that you get. In fact, when was that? Yesterday. The talk, Kesarva. Kesa, yesterday. Kenya. Okay. In fact, I was so impressed by this young man. Listen. I was so impressed by him. You know why? In the first place, he's bringing all these young boys and the girl. He's bringing all of them here for the teaching. One person take initiative. And he must be managing the transportation. Right? Making sure they all are here. Right? And making sure they all get food here. That's amazing. Right? And he's paying for the food. And transportation also, he must be making arrangement himself. And on top of that, he arranged the talk here 2 days ago. And after the talk, he also made some tokens of, monetary appreciation to some of the workers. Amazing. Acknowledging that these people who are working in this center up there, they don't really get high pays. It's a very small pay they're getting, and then he's just supplementing. That's amazing. Look, he's doing all these things. That's amazing. A great inspiring. And I was telling this girl that she is again another inspiration. Like how many years ago? The first time we met? 2009, not 8, 2009. How many years now? Like 14 years. Like 14 years. So we first met, she came with the group, students group, and she was a student. Group came there, and then they started a group known as Flowering Dharma, which is still operating, where many students are given the opportunity for the Dharma and many other activities. That's an amazing program. And now she's running her own startup with like how many? 32 ladies working. And then I told her that, why not we say you are given the job opportunity for 32 people. So meanwhile, just make it more than just a mere job for the stomach. Right? Say if they are in a particular place, then you come together every morning, spend like 10 to 15 minutes together, right? And then she's learned. She's biotech, right? She's at a topper. All these years in school, she was a topper all the time. She was a top gold medalist, topper all the time. So, and then she learned Dharma so well for the last many years. So don't remain too humble all the time. Right? So bring your staff, let them come together for 10 minutes, 15 minutes. You give some talk on Dharma, read some texts, explain, and then do some meditation together for 10, 15 minutes. And then disperse to do their own job. Right? So this is how we are not only giving them the job opportunity, they also get the opportunity for that Dharma growth, the growth, spiritual growth, which is so precious. Okay, so this is what this young man is doing, Pembasering. He himself is doing a psychology course now, almost completed master's, psychology master's in psychology. Okay, so what I'm saying is that we think this one. Number 2, knowing that this is a result of the positive karma, the material gains that we get is because of the result of positive karma. Okay, how difficult it is to suffer poverty. So, material gains is a result of positive karma, generosity. I will engage in more practice of generosity. Right? Instead of that, becoming a trigger factor for you to feel excited. This should be a trigger for you to be inspired to engage in more practice of generosity. You getting it? Okay. Then material loss. In case if there is a loss of material things that happen, for example, your mobile loss, your car loss, your laptop loss, so whatever, something, money lost and so forth, there, don't again feel so low. Again, take that as an opportunity. Take this opportunity for you to grow. How? So this loss doesn't happen only to me, it happens to so many people. In fact, I try to be very vigilant, still I lose. And there are so many people who are not really that smart. So there's a greater chance for them to lose things. Right? So there are so many people suffering. May they not suffer the loss of the material things. Pray for them. Right? This loss should become a cause for you to activate your virtues. For example, like splits, divides. Husband-wife divide splits. So forth. Just pray that these things do not happen to other people. Right? So pray. And this will give you so much strength inside. It will give you a sense of fulfillment, the purpose of life. That's amazing. And then also that this loss is because of engaging in wrong deeds of embezzlement, snatching others' materials without any your right, and stealing and so forth from the past. Henceforth, I will never ever even think of this, and I will encourage all others and small children, everyone, not to engage in these acts of embezzlement, stealing, or without any right. You are using the things of the common goods, the the society and so forth. If you have right, yes, you can do it. It's fine. If you don't have right. For example, like this is what I deliberately tell the office staff, Tibet House office staff. They sometimes say when the guest comes, guests there too. Some guests which are directly related to Tibet House, and some which are more personal. And my personal friends, some of them make contributions to Tibet House. Then I say that the food, whatever, the Tibet House, they give to them. If my guests, they make some contributions to Tibet House, then they become like a Tibet House guest. So the food, whatever served, will be spent from Tibet House. Whereas if they are purely my guests and nothing to do with Tibet House, no any contribution to Tibet House, then it's all the expenses, whatever. Although they come to Tibet House, all expenses, whatever, should leave on me, not on Tibet House. I make it very clear to the staff for them to learn. So the point is that, so say embezzlement. I can easily say I'm the director of Tibet House. Okay, this is spent from the guests, also from Tibet House. I can easily say this, but the staff, for them, is okay. But there is the cause and effect relationship operating. Cause and effect. Negative cause with the ill intention, result, you have to bear it. You have to bear it in the future. Consequences there. It's not about the policeman checking on you. The law of karma, cause and effect, is operating. So this is what I should practice, and I also tell the staff that this is what we have. And I deliberately try to set examples to them. This is what they say, okay. And sometimes they, for example, they say that for my personal things, so I request to our staff to do it, and from a shop, and the staff will say that, okay, Shila, we will this will go in the Tibet House account. I said, no, you don't have the right to spend it from Tibet House. It is my personal, because my personal, you must let me pay. And the person said that we already somehow is the what audit is the bill is the part of the main thing which we bought for Tibet House to combine together. If that is the case, if there's no way by which you can split it, you do one thing. Tell me how much you spent for my personal thing. Say, even be it like, say, 200 rupees. It's very small. 200 rupees, let me know. Then I give 200 rupees and put it in the form of a donation to Tibet House. donation Tibet House, and I get a slip to say that this is a donation. But in the Tibet House, so Tibet House doesn't lose anything. You're getting it? So why I'm doing all these things, deliberately telling them. Otherwise, I can do it very easily. I don't have to tell them, right? I don't have to tell them. I can say, okay, this is donation, right? I don't have to explain. Explaining this to tell them that you have to learn all these things. There's no policeman. There's no policeman to check. But there is a cause and effect. Law of karma is there. So these are things that we need to keep in mind. So failing to do these things, then the consequences happen. When the consequences happen, consequences are so severe that we have to shed tears. So these are things that we need to be mindful of. Okay, next. So this is the material excitement over the material gains and feeling low over the material loss. Next is pleasant words and unpleasant words. Excitement over the pleasant words and the feeling low over the unpleasant words, right? Say somebody talks something rubbish about the movies and so forth. You're so excited, so happy. I feel so happy today, and something dharma so heavy, you feel down, right? So this is where you feel so excited over the trivial gossips, and so feeling so low over what is more meaningful or something which is not pleasant for you to hear. So this is all again mundane concerns. You have to stay from these. Even though it's not pleasant to hear, okay. So why should I feel too low? Even though it looks so pleasant to hear, funny jokes and so forth, but why should I be too excited, right? So they remain very stable. Then the next is fame and defamation, right? If some praises you, praise and defamation. Some praises you, you feel so excited. You think that I'm so great. And then you go there, yes, I'm good at it. How do you know? Oh, somebody said that I'm so good at it, right? Simply because somebody said that you are good at it doesn't mean that you're good at it. You're getting it? So you feel so excited just to see somebody praising you. Oftentimes the praises can be very hollow praises. They don't mean anything. You're getting it? There may be some ulterior motives. The person who praised you, there must be ulterior motives. You're getting it? Okay. One time, somebody from, okay, is there anybody from Europe? Don't feel offended. Is there anybody from Europe? Raise hands. Don't feel offended, right? Said, when I first joined as His Holiness's translator, so because I was in Cambridge very briefly, I was in Cambridge, and Cambridge English is so beautiful. England Cambridge, not American Cambridge. English is so beautiful. I must have picked up like 2%, 1%. And in the ears of the other Europeans, it looks so pleasant to hear my English. And there was one lady in Switzerland when his was giving teaching, and I was translating, not visibly because the main translator was in German, so I was translating from a booth, and some Europeans were listening to the English translation. And the lady came to sense that the English translator, I was the English translator. She said, "You are the English translator." And I said, "Yes." And she said that, "I really don't understand what is all this philosophy, I don't understand. But just listen to your voice, it make me like sing. It's so beautiful. It's like song. It's so beautiful." Right? So I don't take that as a praise. Because if it is American or British or Australian or New Zealander or Canadian, I'll take that as a praise. But coming from non-English native speaker, right, I would not take that as a praise, right? Okay, so we should be very careful. Somebody pays you, don't just take it too seriously. Wow, I must be so good. No, don't be excited when somebody praises you. Remain stable. When somebody defames you, don't feel too low, right? There's a Tibetan master who said something. Don't get excited. What is the mark of an evolved person? This is what he said. What's the definition of an evolved person? person who is not excited by the praises, and the person who doesn't feel low by the defamation, who knows one's own qualities and remains stable. That is the definition of a evolved person. In other words, you remain steady under any situation, not be excited, not feel too low. You remain very stable under any situation. That is the mark of a evolved person. Let's try that. This is also dependent originated. We can also become one like that. This is the defamation and the praise and the defamation. Excitement over the praise and feeling low over the defamation. And then finally, excitement over the happy moments and the feeling low over the sad moments. When you feel, yes, of course, there are moments when you feel happy. For example, like the beautiful place here. The first moment I landed, and then the Venerable Samula was there to receive me. Just landing in the aeroplane here in the Gaggle airport. Just landing there and getting out of the aeroplane, I could feel the freshness, fresh breath. It's amazing and glittering. Whole air is glittering. Space is glittering. In Delhi it was not there. It's amazing. But in Delhi there are so many things. There are so many things which I really feel so happy about. Right? Do you want to know what good things are there in Delhi? Huh? You want to know? I'll tell you one thing. But you should put me back on the track. What I said, right? You should be able to remind me where I left. You getting it? Don't be carried away by my stories. Okay, one time I was invited to give a talk in Pune. Anybody from Pune? Okay, over there. Pune. Yes. Then what happened was that I landed in Pune and come out of the aeroplane. I could feel the breeze. Wow, amazing. And my host came to pick me up. And my host, he was sweating. He and his wife, both of them were sweating. I said, Geshe, we are very sorry, it's so hot. No, it's so pleasant, I could feel the breeze. He said, no, we are sweating. I said, are you sure? It's so pleasant, I could feel the breeze. He said, no, we are sweating. I said, okay, thank you, Delhi. Because of Delhi, wherever in the world I travel, I could feel the breeze. Wow, it's amazing. Right? This is amazing. This is the greatness of Delhi. You go anywhere in the world, you feel the breeze. It's amazing. Right. Okay, so, going back. Praise and blame. That's also done. Happiness and the sadness, right? Okay, see, in other words, remain steady no matter what, which of the eight phenomena, which of the 8 events, which of the 8 situations you are in. Don't fall prey to the excitement or to feeling low. Remain steady. This is a mark of your accomplishment. This is the mark of your being evolved. Over there. Lethal. Yes.
So what about when we lose someone? I mean, I don't know if it's not again a loss material when we lose someone because they're passing away or they're leaving. So is that part of it? And also, how can we really
cope?
Not be affected by it?
Wonderful. These are really practical questions. You're getting it? So first we need to learn all these basic infrastructure or the main structure, the skeleton of the teachings, like 8 maintained concerns. Having identified them so well, and then you get a broad picture, then fine-tuning. These questions should be brought up for fine-tuning your understanding. So what? If there is a material loss, is understandable. Okay, that's good. But with the loss of near and dear one, somebody who you love so much, is so painful. How can we talk about not feeling sad over, not feeling low over the loss of near and dear ones and so forth? Okay. So there is again what we said earlier, is that the pain is so acute. I can imagine this. The pain of losing near and dear ones is so acute. And for example, like I say I could feel the pain when I was like age 6, 7. In the first place, I lost my mother when I was just 5 years old. Then I was sent to school. Then the only person in this world that who this young boy can think of as the image of love and affection was my father. And my father himself was so poor, so he had to struggle to look for his livelihood. And this poor boy, his little another 1 year older brother and the few years older sister, 3 of us were in the school, and so fortunate that His Holiness the Dalai Lama, the youngest of His Holiness, gave us a shelter in a school where our father really did not pay even a single cent for survival, food, clothing, whatever thing that we're getting is all pure blessings. It's a pure blessings. And of course, don't think, oh no, I'm a gluten. No, what is that? What is that? I am gluten intolerant. I'm the lactose what? Intolerant. No, lactose, gluten, nothing. Whatever you get, you have to eat it. You're getting it? Nowadays, children, young people, oh, is it gluten free? Is it lactose free? Is that nuts or not? No, what nuts? Nuts. No, your stomach is empty. You have to eat something. You're getting it? So these people, there's no gluten intolerance people. Right? There's no lactose intolerant people. There's no nut intolerance people. You're getting it? No one. Everybody feeds everything. It's very easy to feed these people. Right? No gluten. You don't have to look for gluten-free, nuts-free, lactose-free. You don't look for these. It's very easy. This is in a way, when you I'm lactose, this is in a way there's an element of being pampered. Your body is pampered too much. You're getting it? Our body has incredible potential to survive. And if you pamper it, it has incredible potential to be selective. Body will be selective. You are not selective, right? So you're doing the milk and instantly loose motion happens. But for those boys, girls, young ones like me in those days, right? You give them milk. This is a divine delicacy. No loose motion. Right? When you're pampered, then loose motion happens. You eat nuts problem. You eat gluten problem. Right? In fact, there's, somebody there. And they will be maintain the privacy of these people. There's somebody there and her 2 little boys. And of course, she had all the facilities. So she has given the best of the things to her 2 children. But the school, same school, TCB school. They have to go. And then the other school children, they did not have these facilities. So, saying, your apple, you eat, and then what? Half the already bitten, it falls on the ground, right? It falls on the ground, and you rub it, and you eat it again. It's dusty, still you rub it, eat it, and they don't get sick. And these 2 children, right? The moment they send to school, they come back home, they're sick. And the other school boys and girls who do not have any facility, they never become sick. Right? So why these 2 children are so vulnerable, weak? Because the parents are not allowing their body to act fully. Because our body has a tremendous capacity to learn. For example, a body can, for example, say the cold. It can take the cold like 10 degrees centigrade, 9 degrees centigrade in Ladakh, right? Say 10 degrees, 9 degrees is very pleasant, right? -20 in Russia, -30, -40, right? 10 degrees is spring for them, very pleasant. But for those people who are always, whose body is pampered too much, that 16 degrees, I'm feeling cold, heating system on, right? And then in fact, like last year or 2 years, I'm not too sure, I was in Europe, right? And people are saying, Geshe-la, please take care. There's a heat wave, right? Heat wave, Geshe-la, please take care, right? So please drink more water. And then I asked, what is heat wave? They are telling me as well, like something very scary is happening, and I also tend to become scary. He said, what happened? Yes, what is heat wave? Right? What temperature? He said, 35 degrees centigrade. 35 degrees centigrade is a holiday for us. What heat wave is a holiday? What heat wave? Right? I thought that you were going to say like 51 degrees centigrade. 52 degrees, no, 35 is a holiday for us. 38 degrees centigrade, people say that, oh, now it's cool. You're getting it in Delhi. If it's 38, people say it's cool now, right? What is 35? What heat wave, right? So the point is that your body can take that amount, but we should know the limit. There's a limit there, right? There are two ends limit, upper and the lower limit. If you pamper your body too much, the limit, this range will become smaller. Then the range will stay between like 20 degree to 23, 4, right? Instantly, then you will feel agitated. You have to put AC or cooling or heating. Whereas your body can learn a lot. Your body can enjoy the 10 degrees centigrade. Your body can enjoy 38 degrees centigrade. 40 degrees centigrade, your body can enjoy. But if you pamper your body overly, then your body will suffer. Suffer a lot. Suffer. Within the moment within this range, if it crosses, you suffer. Okay, once I was in San Francisco. Again, my another cousin came to pick me up, sweating. And I just got off from the car, and she was sweating. And said that, and called my name and said that, Geshe-la, is so hot. I'm not joking. Literally, I would say that is the best season in the world in my life. Best season. Cool breeze, fresh air, it's amazing. And saying that it's so hot. You don't have the karma to experience this joy. Right? Okay, so this is where what I'm saying is that our body has a tremendous capacity to learn how to bear. Now, back to this point, the loss of the near and dear ones. Emotionally, all these, what we call as adversaries in the form of difficult people and the difficult situations, these are not challenges, these are the opportunities for you to grow. How? Let's say that if you lose somebody who's so near and dear one, so close to you, if you lose that, and how many more such things can potentially happen in the future? We never know. It can be many more to come in the future. One after the other. In fact, just 1 or 2 months ago, I met with 2 or 3 persons, one after the other, saying that in my life recently, the last 2 years, they say, I lost my family members, one after the other, 15 family members in just 2 years. Just think of that. So we never know what will happen. It's not that the poor man. No. It can be you, the next person. We never know. So if you learn how to tackle the first situation well, that you're not affected, right? If you learn how to tackle it well, then this is opportunity. This is like teaching you how to face these challenges. Later, like 20 times can happen. 20 times you will not have to suffer. Right? Whereas if you don't learn how to tackle this situation, all these 20 times you have to suffer, and then it becomes a chronic disease in your mind, chronic depression. It can be extremely severe. So, number one is that, say that the loss of near and dear ones, it can happen to anybody, not only to me. All composite things impermanent. Remember that. This is reality. All composite things impermanent. Number one. Number two, that the same that where this pain is happening, that the pain is happening, is it related to selfishness or is it related to my concern for the other? Check it. Is it because of selfishness or because of concern for the other person? Check it. Right? Or it's so painful, it's so painful, it's so painful, then you don't eat food and so forth, right? This is most likely related to the selfishness. Because you are nice to me, you are good to me, right? And now you disappeared. You should not have disappeared, so that it makes my life full. It makes my life full. You're getting it? Of course, there's a feeling of the affection there. But it is like all related to, you make my life easy. You know, when I need something, you are there to help me. You are there. So it's me, related to selfishness. If it is really sense of loss and pain, is it the sense of concern for the other? If it's a real sense of concern for the other, think of that very carefully. What can I do for you? Right? Rather than you are not there, so therefore I'm suffering, therefore I'm in pain, therefore I'm not getting this, I'm not getting that, and so forth. Instead of that, what can I do for you? You are no more with us now. But if you are alive, what do you want me to do for you? Right? If you think like this, it's very different. You'll become very strong. If you're alive, for sure, if you're alive, for sure you will want me to be happy. For you, I'll remain happy. For you. You're getting it? For you, I'll remain strong. Because if you're alive and if you see me in this situation, very sad, no, you'll be very sad. I don't want you to be sad. Right? I'll remain strong for you. If you're alive, you'll be very happy if I stay strong, even in your absence. I'll remain strong. You're getting it? And I will not feel demoralized. I'll try my best. Although I feel the loss, but I will do what you want me to do. You're getting it? So that way, you see that, okay, then you think bigger. That this happens to so many people who are not at all exposed to the Bodhicitta teachings, not exposed to the emptiness teachings. How can I help these people who suffer the same loss? You're getting it? So the moment you think of how can I help them, your constriction, the mind feels so heavy, will be released. When you think of others, what makes your mind so constricted and so heavy will be released. You feel the lightness there. You feel very courageous. You will not be affected. And then, let's say, in practical terms, you look for the situations, people, associations, groups who are helping other people in these areas. See, and then if you are good in writing, try to gather this information, more and more information. How do you deal with this kind of loss? Write books, just for the benefit of other people. Write books, right? So then, when you think of others, instantly this pain will go away, will be dissipated. You getting it? Are you good? Oops. Already 1 o'clock. There are several things to be covered. One that's done. It did not bring the pen. Yes. Okay. So related to this, another point that I'd like to share with you is that now this is more not like a short-term immediate remedy, but a long-term the plan that if you're very serious, we really need to think of this, take it seriously. So let's say that that we in our life we are bound to meet with tragedies. With the tragedies, what happens is that there are pains. And then where there's more love and affection, at the separation, more the pain. Where the love and affection is so pure, so intense, The separation acutely painful to the extent that one can go crazy, one can go mad, like deep loss of hope, deep feeling of the loss. It happens. So, what should we do? Should we give up the love and affection? Or should we take the deep loss and pain as a part of life? What should we do? Remember what I said yesterday, that for example, let's say a gold, a burning gold, right? The burning gold is precious. It's like the love and affection, which is so beautiful. Yet it's burning. It's the pain. The gold and the burning, the fire, these two, say the same object being gold as well as a fire, the burning. Likewise, where there's a deep affection, the loss is so painful. Loss and pain, the pain and the deep affection, these two are connected to each other. So, what should we do? You feel so vulnerable. What do you do now? Right? This love and affection is so precious. In fact, I remember when I was like age 6, 7, because I lost my mother at just 5 when I was 5. So the only person that I had in my life was my dad, and he was very poor. And then once in a year during the summer holiday, we may get he may be able to take us for holiday for like maybe 5 days. Although it's 10-day holiday, but he may take us for 5 days. And for me, the most beautiful happy moment was just to be staying with him. That's it. Because I could feel his love and affection. And at times, and nothing to do, right? So where nowadays, the parents, they have their own so many things to do. The children, they have their own space, they own the room, just a tiny small room. My dad and the 3 children, in a tiny. So there is the kitchen, there's the dining hall, there's the bedroom, there's everything. Right? And then in the daytime, what do you call what is that? Say the activities, what kind of curriculum? Nothing. Just sit on the bed. That's it. For a small boy, sit on the bed, right? And then for him, the best part is to sit with the dad. It's the most beautiful part. And sometimes my dad also, he doesn't have anything. Then he does prayers, and then he does off, like this, does off. And this little boy started to panic. Is my dad alive? I would touch his chest to see if he's still breathing. Look, these are the pains. So much love and affection. Seeing the prospect of separation, there's tremendous pain. This is reality. Now, what do you do? So, is it that if you have the love and affection, then there's no way, there's no option other than to bear the pain? Or if you don't want the pain, give up the love and affection? Are these the only two choices? No, there's not the choice, right? But don't just say no. You're getting it? Don't just say no. How? This is very important. So, what will you do? This burning gold piece, right? Hold it. It's gold so precious. Hold it, and it burns your hands. It burns your hand through this. It frees you from burn, but you're throwing gold. What should you do? Put in the cold water, and remove the fire, and keep the gold. Likewise, what is that cold fire? To remove the pain and still have the maximum affection. What is that? This is the wisdom of emptiness. You getting it? Okay. So let me give you the 3 scenarios, and you choose. One scenario. So much love and affection and so much of pain. Right? We all have this. Right? This is one scenario. So much love and so much pain. This is one situation. How many of you have this? Raise hands. Yes, number 1. Number 2, right? No pain, no love. Right? No pain, no gain. Right? Okay, so 2 people are there together just for sake of being together, and the person is, okay, bye-bye. Right? No pain, no love. Number 2. Number 3, so much love and affection, no pain. At the separation. Which of the 3 do you want? Mikhail? Number 1. No. Did you go through number 1? No. Did you go through number 1 actually? Yes. Was it painful? No, not now, then. So, the pain and the love, which one is good, which one is bad?
It's still good question, Geshe. I think the love was good, but also the person I am now is because of pain.
No, this is not the point. The point, when you feel the pain, do you like it or not like it? You don't like it. This is what I'm saying. You're getting it? You're saying, okay. So the point is that we don't like pain. Nobody wants the pain. Because you don't want the pain, you went for the second person. You're getting it? Because you don't want the pain. Okay. So the point is that of the 3 options, if there's a possibility, we go for the number 3. How to make the number 3? There's no magic there, right? Don't think that somebody's there and then you does some very strange things, some miracle thing, and then something happens, your pain disappears. No, don't expect that. You're getting it? And if you want to get the pain, there may be some, say, the antidepressants, right? You will take the antidepressants, they will numb your pain and they will numb your activity of the brain. They will numb you everything. Antidepressants will numb you everything, right? Okay, and that is also temporary. Once the effect of the medicine is gone, again the pain will come back. You're getting it? So, what is that thing which can, is a long-term thing. If there is a pill which can make it happen, where your pain is gone completely and your love is retained, full and expanding. If if such a pill is there, then this pill will be in huge demand. People will be happy to pay thousands of dollars just for one pill. You're getting it? But such a pill is non-existent. Will never exist in this universe. The only pill that you can think of is the wisdom of emptiness and compassion, universal compassion. With the wisdom of emptiness, it will instantly blow away the pain. You're getting it? When you forget it, when you get this wisdom of emptiness, experience the emptiness, instantly this pain will be blown away and your compassion will be retained. You getting it? It's like the tea strainer. How many use tea strainer? Raise hands in your life. Tea strainer? Nama, you use tea strainer? Okay. No band now. Tea strainer. Yes. Okay, how many of you use tea strainers? Raise hands. Yes. Okay, Rishi, do you like to explain what is tea strainer? It's a filter. What does it do?
It separates whatever the liquid is that you want to drink.
From
whatever the remnants are of the tea.
Wonderful. Thank you, Rishi. Tea strainer is the one which lets the drinkable tea, delicious tea, to flow freely, which stops the undesirable tea residue. You're getting it? This is tea strainer. Likewise, the wisdom of emptiness is the one like a tea strainer. It lets flow your compassion, your happiness, your joys freely, and it'll stop all the pains, all the destructive thoughts. You're getting it? This is beautiful. The wisdom of emptiness. Okay, but this long-term plan is not immediate the procedure. It is a long-term plan. So for this, we have to do it from now. Don't wait till the last minute. You're getting it? You, me, all of us. It's not just you. I also don't want suffering. Right? I also don't want suffering. Same. Yet I appreciate this incredible affection, love and affection. I appreciate it. It's so beautiful. And it's accompanied by the pains. Remove the pain, retain this incredible, beautiful compassion, right? Immerse your mind in the wisdom of emptiness. This will do the magic. Okay, we stop here. Tirtha Om Gati Gati Paragati Parasamgate Bodhisvatyata Om Gati Gati Paragati Parasamgate Bodhisvatyata Om Gati Gati Paragati Parasamgate Bodhisvatyata Gati Gati Paragati Parasamgate Bodhisvaha. Three persuasions together.